Hey Brandon, this is the computer I was telling you about that I was going to list for about 1200. You can see it's got lights in the front, lighted fan. There's lights all inside. They're controlled with this remote here. You can turn them off, you can turn them on. You can change the color to, say, if you wanted green, if you wanted red. The controller's back here. I just have to move it where it's easier. Blue. You name it, you can change it to any color you want. White, so we're gonna leave it for white for now. You saw the colors can change too. So right now I have this benchmark going right now. And if you can see, it's going, 200 frames per second, and this is at highest settings. And I'll show you right now. It's benchmarking. When it's done, I'll show you. GC 970, 970. There's two of them, which is this one, and that's what you call SLI. Okay, so I guess this compares to what would be a GTX 1070, around that. You see there's a light on that fan. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it. And I'm not finished with it. I have to do some wiring, as you can tell back there. I've got to tuck all those wires in, but let me show you what the inside looks like. So you have a semi-modular power supply here that's powering the whole thing. You got your two cards. You've got plenty of RAM up there, but if you need more, I can put more. I can't remember how much that is. It might be 16 gigs. Yeah, 16 gigs. But we'll look at it in a second. Water cooled. That's an i7. It's one of the best ones that come out. An i7 4790K, I believe. Okay. Oh, look. And you can do some research and see what people are getting at this Ultra and Extreme 1080. This is the score that I got. Max FPS was 291. Normal is 139.35. That one doesn't matter because it only dips like once or twice to that low. I'm gonna save this. So that's a really high score for Ultra, as you can see, and Extreme tessellation. That's extremely good. I mean, I kind of don't even want to sell this one because it's such a amazing computer, and it has one of the best i7s that have ever come out, if not the best i7. Let me see. Here, this PC, it's got this is a 120. Let's see. Oh, it's covered up. It's an Evo Pro whatever Samsung, which is a real fast device. SSD. It's got. I'm gonna be putting another hard drive, which is this one's already here. It's a 2 terabyte, so you'll have 2 terabytes on top of that. And let's look at the properties. Okay, yeah, so it does have 16 gigs of RAM, and that's the 4790K. Which, if you just do a research, and this CPU is still $300. This RAM, the Corsair Vengeance RAM, I mean, just do a research on 16 gigabytes of DDR3 of that same RAM, and it's like ridiculously expensive. Again, you have your Blu-ray, your two GTX 970s and SLI, and like I said, all I gotta do is clean some of that stuff up. Gigabyte motherboard, and let me see, this one does do let's see, what is it? There's different modes that you can do with this thing. Slow, auto, slow. I think this is what I usually leave it on. It just kind of changes the colors. And if you can see up here, it does different things. Oh shit. There's different settings. Let me see. Fade. I think that's the one that I like. I just like fade. Anyway, you can change the colors with this thing. Again, everything pretty much is Corsair. The water is Corsair. The motherboard's Gigabyte. MSI, Corsair RAM. It's actually real cool in here after running such a high benchmark. So again, like this is a real good computer, and this one I was gonna list for about 1300, but you told me you had $1,000 to spend, so I mean I could do that. It's your birthday and all that. If this is not what you're looking for, let me know. I do have another one that I'll be building, but it's going to take me a little while. As far as the cards, I do have the same setup where I can have 2 of these on there, but it's going to cost you a little more because it's going to be the newer CPU. It's going to have an i5 7600K, and the configuration is a little different in here. I'm getting a water cooler for it too, but I can do air. Anyway, this is the computer. You saw the specs and all that, and you get an idea of what's going on here. All right, buddy. Thanks.